Hi everybody, my name is Chris Dawes and I am the owner of Scruffy Monkey Web Design, a web design business based in Bolton with over 180 clients up and down the UK. Well, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. I am here to talk about one of my passions and how it's helped me in business and in life to get me from where I was 7 years ago to today, an award winner and all that jazz. But most importantly, I found my success in here. I want to share that with you today. So when people think about you, what do they say? Do they say, oh, I'm the owner of it, that's the owner of X business and they do X? Do you think that's enough for you to say, I've done my bit, I'm known for this, I'm a success? I don't think it is. I think it's about showing who you are, expressing your passions, your interests. Because I know there's a direct correlation between that and your business success. Success in finding you will lead to success in your business. Now, when I really started to get going with my business, I started to reconnect with what I loved as a kid. Star Wars. Pride of joy on my desk, my lightsaber. So when I started getting going, I used to buy these little trinkets and put them above my desk. I've got some there today, as I always do. And I found that as I was sharing my passions and my interests, I started getting a little bit of confidence going. Something in me switched, and I started to share more and share. And I got momentum going. And I got a feeling of success going, and happiness and peace that correlated with the success of my business. And then I decided, you know what? I'm clearly not a geek enough. So I decided to take it up to a whole new level. And I started doing model building, something that I always looked at as a kid and thought I was never capable of. Stuff that I looked at the shop and thought, I'd love to be able to do that. So I decided to take it on board and do it. I've got 90 plus of them now in my office. It's a bit of a Star Wars museum if you come into my office. So I produce things like this. So I always have a project like this going. It's a wonderful thing for your mindset to have something completely sat separately to your life and your business, something purely for you to invest in. It allows me to make amazing decisions because I'm stood away from the problem looking in. But it's also taught me some other amazing things, some amazing business lessons when I've actually sat and been building these and I've thought something. I thought, hang on a minute, these lessons here that I'm going through, these processes and what I have to do to build these, they're the same in business. There's no difference. So I want to share some of them with you today. So the first one is having the right tools for the job. Now, when I started out, I did my research in model building. What do I need? Oh, I need some cutters. I need my paintbrushes. I need my paints. I need my pots. I need this. I need this. I just got bombarded with all this kit list that I need. And I bought it all. I thought, right, I'm sorted now. I've got everything I could possibly need to get this done. And I started making them. They were okay. But I was still compounded by all these messages about what I should be doing and what equipment I should be using. Here's the thing you have to find in your business. It's the right kit for you, what works for you. The right paintbrush might be okay for person A and not person B. The right type of accountant might be okay for person A, but it's not okay for person B. You've got to learn what those components that are the perfect fit for you are for your business. And remember, it's not necessarily about that external party are telling you. It's about you and that feeling that you get that these are the right people for you and are going to move you forward and be part of your team. You've got to find that dream team and understand you can't do it on your own. I'm lucky in the fact that I've got the perfect squad, as it were, working for Scruffy Monkey. I've got the perfect paintbrushes, the perfect paint, Find them, take the time, and understand you won't get it right the first time. You've got to keep trying different brushes, different paints to find the right fit for you. Next tip, same kit, different results. Now, I've produced, I'm just going to grab some here off my desk. Here's one I prepared earlier. X-Wings. Look at these. I've made at least half a dozen of these through the years. So that's one of the first one that I've made. That's one I made a few months ago. They look completely different. They're from exactly the same kit. Why are they different? Because the lessons that I've learned along the way are in that latest one. My experience, and most importantly, my mistakes that I've made along the way. I know what to do, but most importantly, I know not what I should not do. Let's get that right. So I want you to know that those mistakes are important. I've messed loads of models up. They're in the bin. Nobody sees that. But understand that that's okay. Be at peace with those mistakes. That's the good stuff. It's not the bad stuff. Process. If there's one thing that I could press on you today on the importance of in your life and business, it's getting the process right. Once the process is right, everything is easy. That is where the success is. It's not in the beginning. It's not at the end. It's in the middle. It's the process. That's where the joy is. That's where the satisfaction is. That's what changes your business, in getting that process right. Without processes, do you know what? We haven't really got a business that works. We've got a hobby at best, ironically. So let me tell you something about when my model kits arrive through the door. Here's a typical delivery of a Millennium Falcon. When I open it up, oh my God, there's just kit pieces everywhere. You know, just pieces after pieces. There's in excess of a few hundred pieces in that box. All looks really complicated, doesn't it? And all people seem to be interested in is the end result. They just want this. To get this, you've got to start at the beginning. You've got to start with the box. There's a process to go through to achieve those results, right? And a powerful lesson that I've learned is, if I just look at all these pages, incredibly complicated. You know, it really puts you off, like, oh my God, I've got to go through all that. But if I break them down to a page at a time, to a section at a time, to a piece at a time, it's easy. It doesn't matter if I'm making a Millennium Falcon this big or I'm making one this big. It's the same rules every single time. It's the same process, right? I get the kit, I cut it, I pre-build it, I prime it, I paint it, I seal it, I weather it, I seal it. That's the process I go through. Don't matter what it is, how big it is, what shape, size, whatever. It's the same. Understand that that is the same thing for your business. It doesn't matter if I'm dealing with Bob the Builder or a big multi-million-pound company. The process is still the same. Do you know how eye-opening that is for me? To know that I can take whatever challenge comes my way, and it's the same process. The ceiling that I put on myself is gone. I can go as far as I want because I know the process works every single time. Rinse, repeat, learn, adapt, change the process if you need to. But I know that I can still fall back on that process and everything's going to work. It allows me to produce my best work and fast and efficiently because it's the same every single time. Patience. Who's patient? I'm really impatient by nature. It's who I am. My missus, honestly, I do a nutting about how impatient I am. I expect things like that. It's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. through my model building, I have to be patient to get the right results. So when I paint something or I seal it, you know, I'd spray the varnish and all that sort of stuff on it, I have to wait 24 hours at least before I can go on the next step. And I've learned to appreciate the longer I wait, the better result I'll actually get, because my paint will take to the work better. I get a better result, a better effect, a better look, and a better feel about what I see. I've come to understand that the reason my business is as successful as it is not because of how fast it's been built, it's because of how slow it's been built. I'm understanding that I can't get instant results. You've got to do the legwork. You've got to go through those phases. You've got to go through those processes to get to where you want to get. And that's the trick. There's no rush in when I need to finish a Millennium Falcon. There's no rush for when I need to launch a new product or service. It's the same. It's just the message we tell ourselves. Knowing when to stop is incredibly important. I see so many business owners that just want to keep going and going and adding layer upon layer. Now, if I'm to add layer upon a model that I make, so if I was to weather it and put this effect on it and keep going, and at some point, it's going to tip from being something good to not so good. And that is experience as well. So I actually know that, do you know what, that's enough. That's when it stop it. That's when it stopped. You've got to learn that in your products and services and what you're offering to people. There's a set product and service that people receive. You've got to learn to walk away when the job is done, to close the page, to put it on the shelf if something's not working. It's a really important lesson. People just keep going and going. Stop, reflect, look at the bigger picture of what you're trying to achieve. Is this going to look right? Yes or no? Is this product or service working? Yes or no? Is this good enough? Yes, it is. So I want to conclude my talk there. I want you to think about what your passion is, what your interest is, and find that. It goes far beyond any generic business lesson of understanding profit, turnover, whatever. Find that happiness in yourself, in here. Because once you get you right, you'll get your business right. I found my passion in Star Wars. I'm fortunate enough that when people think of Star Wars now, they think of me. The power of myself, of being me. I get tagged in stuff daily. They're like, Star Wars, Chris Dawes, Star Wars, Chris Dawes. I've got Disney doing my marketing for me, people. It's an absolute joy to live my life by understanding that me being happy and embracing my interests results in my business growing and being the success it can be. And the same rules truly can apply for you. So thank you for listening, and may the force be with you. Thank you.